David, what's up, buddy? Bart, what's up, buddy? I'll be right back. Hey, get in here. What are you doing? Let's go. Hush that barking. Brother, what's up, man? No more Mr. Nice Guy for you, David. That's why, yep. He said he's sick. Mary Ellen, what's up? Such a nice guy. No more. Hey, Tanya. Rob, what's up? No more Mr. Nice Guy. What's up, Tanya? Incognito. Good afternoon, good evening. This is Mr. Friday Night David Rodgers bringing you the show that is parallel to none, and that is on the spot with you here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, live from my humble abode here in Lawtey, Florida. Spell that, L-A-W-T-E-Y, Florida. Hey, if you don't know where that's at, get yourself a map, look it up, come down 301 South if you're coming off of I-10. Good tunes. There you go. You got that right. Hey, you're coming to trivia this week, Mary Ellen? That's awesome. Bring some people so they can play as well. Hey, I've got some good trivia questions this week. But anyway, glad to be on. Hey, it's been a little bit. I was wanting to come on this past weekend, preview that Alabama and Clemson game. Oh my, we're going to get started right on that. I tell you what a debacle for Alabama that was. Woo-wee. But we're going to get into that. We're going to talk some other things. We're going to talk some politics. We're going to talk some community stuff. We're going to talk whatever you want because this is your show. Hey, I'm just a vessel that drives this ship on the spot. I'm the guy that makes it happen, but it's all about you guys. It's not about me. It's about you, what you want to talk about, what we want to discuss, and maybe get to some kind of resolution before the show ends. You know, we're always talking about the American Party. We're still talking that. The American Party's still full and alive. That's where we put America first. Right now, I tell you what, man, they are trying to railroad our president, this and that, and hey, he did this, he's the cause of the government shutdown. We're going to discuss those topics and a little bit more as we get going on the show tonight. But first, I've got to start off. How many people watched the national championship game last night between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Clemson Tigers? Woo-wee. I tell you, good evening, Kenna. How are you? First meeting of 2019? Absolutely it is. Yep, you got that right. Hey, glad to be here in 2019. Actually, we did one last week, but hey, we have to keep that on the down low, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so we did a show last week as well, and I wanted to come on this past weekend and preview the Alabama-Clemson game. I've been on the line. My team is not in it, so I have no dog in this fight, really. My Florida State Seminoles, yes, it was, David. It was embarrassing. My Florida State Seminoles, they suck this year. I'll tell you, I'm wonderful. Counting down. Now imagine you are. Yep, and we know what that's all about. And look, my team sucks, so I really didn't have no dog in this hunt last night. I wasn't feeling good last night. I was going to do a little preview show last night. Felt like I was getting some flu symptoms. I said, you know what, I'm going to leave it alone. Then as I was watching the game, good grief. I mean, Bama had no answer for anything. And I'm like, you know what? I've got to come out and say a little something. So most of y'all have seen my post that I put out there. Wasn't nothing derogatory. It was just saying, hey, look, I picked Clemson. Clemson is an ACC team. My team is in the ACC. So, hey, I'm going to pull for my conference just like anybody from the SEC would pull for their conference. So anybody, I'm sure, from the SEC last night was pulling for Bama, unless you were just tired of seeing Alabama waxing everybody, and Tigers kicked the Tide. Whew, they did. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Look, it was, that's the way it is. You pull for your conference. So, David, I know you're an Ohio State Buckeye fan. Kenna, you're an Ohio State Buckeye fan. Your team did not get in. Hey, it is what it is. We can debate that forever if you want. You know what I'm saying? Should they deserve to be in? I don't know. People think so. Should Georgia deserve to be in with 2 losses? Well, they're the only ones that's played Alabama close until last night, as we see that Clemson had their game plan. It looked like Clemson had their playbook in their pocket. Dabo, I think, went and stole it from Nick Saban. He did. My gosh, everything that they did, Clemson counteracted everything. Somebody asked me when the tide of that game turned. Okay. All right, hello. Slice and Dice, what's up? Going to talk about your topic tonight. They both control the tide. Yeah. Let me tell you when that game changed. That game changed when that boy jumped that route and picked that ball off that corner and took it 44 yards to the house. From then on, hey, and it was early in the game, you could tell that Clemson was faster, was just a little bit sharper than Alabama was last night. Alabama did come back and answer that score, made it 7-7. But look, Trevor Lawrence and the boys took the ball back down, went back down and scored. Yeah, I'll tell you, the Florida Gators, hey, going to be good next year. Hey, did you see the preseason? We're going to talk about that. The early preseason rankings. They got Florida 7th or 8th. My goodness. I couldn't even find my Seminoles in the top 50. My goodness, we're going to have to do something. I can tell you that. Charlie Anderson, how are you? Yep, 44 yards to the house. You got that right. Yes, it was. And it was a quick 7-0. But, hey, Tua did come back, throw a long pass to Judy there. Made it 7-7. But then after that, it was all about Clemson. Clemson dominated that game last night. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Slice and Dice, everybody will agree with me. Barbie, how you doing? Trevor Lawrence is a grown man playing with small boys, even though he's a freshman. That kid is 6'5", 6'6", 215, 220. Imagine if he weighed 240. He'd be a bigger version of Tim Tebow. My gosh, that kid can play. He's ready for the pros right now. Hey, I'm going to tell you this right now. As a Florida State Seminole fan, we ain't going to beat them guys. They're going to have to give us some players to beat them guys. That kid is how about the Ross kid? He's a freshman. Did you see that one-handed catch and that bobble catch that he made? Good grief. And then made that little juke move and took off. Man, Clemson was faster, more prepared. They were a well-oiled machine. Bama could not play. Yes, Yvonne, Clemson came to win. You got that right. And let me tell you something right now. Clemson is for real. They will be back. They'll be the number one team next year in the preseason rankings. I already seen the early preseason rankings, as you want to call it. Of course, Bama, hey, I'm bashing Bama right now, and I'm not really. Bama will be back. Bama, there's nothing wrong with Bama. Bama just got outplayed and outcoached last night. You probably play that game 10 times, and they'll probably be 5-5. They just happen to pick a night where what? He will be, yes, he will. Hey, who does he remind you of? Sunshine Bass, Ronnie Bass. Hey, come in here and quarterback my T.C. Williams team. Hey, do you remember the Titans? Remember the Titans, Sunshine Bass. That's who that kid looks like. He looks like he just came off the dadgum Laguna Beach over there in California and come over here and quarterback Clemson. My gosh, that kid is awesome, man. I tell you, he's got a good arm. Tua's not a bad quarterback. But let me tell you, man, Clemson just had another gear last night, and it was just a debacle by the Alabama Crimson Tide. Nick Saban at halftime to say, we have no answer. I've never heard Nick Saban say that. Never. I don't know where he... Hey, Debbie. I don't know where Nick got this from, but he was outcoached, outplayed. Clemson just had better players last night. Alabama looked lethargic, and they sort of looked like they gave up to me in the second half. And then that poor Jalen Hurts kid, they bring that kid in the fourth quarter. Oh, try to get us a couple of touchdowns. Man, Clemson already had their ears pinned back and was coming after the quarterback. That kid had no chance, man. I tell you, I know Tua was probably hurting a little bit. His feelings probably got hurt a little bit. I heard him on the interview. But, hey, look, Bama will be back. Bama gets 5-star players. But Bama gets the most 5-star players out of any team in the country. Clemson is right there neck and neck with them. But they've got more 5-star players than Clemson does. Let me tell you what the difference is with Clemson. Clemson's coach, the way Dabo Swinney, how can you not root for Dabo Swinney? Dabo just watched that movie last night right after the game, Slice and Dice. Did you see Sunshine Bass? Hey, what was he doing in the movie then playing in the national championship game? Yeah, you ain't kidding. Played the stadium before too. Absolutely. Hey, how can you not root for Dabo Swinney? Dabo Swinney is honest in everything that he says. Hey, when he says he loves everybody from the secretary to the equipment guy to the guy that washes the uniforms, that's the truth, man. Everybody gets a ring in his program. Lorenzo, what's happening, buddy? So, oh yeah, that game last night was a pure debacle. It was a pure, I won't say it, it was a pure ass whipping, and Clemson delivered it. And Bama now's got to look and take this and move forward. But don't believe me. Hey, you may see round 5 next year of that. Hey, Lorenzo, you may see round 5. You may see Alabama Clemson again. I know Davis probably sitting on there going, man, no, Ohio State's going to be there. You do got Justin Fields now. I can't believe that he went from Georgia up to Ohio State. You've got a good quarterback right there, David. You and Kenna for Ohio State. He teleported. Well, and Dabo gave credit to God. He did. He always does. If you ever listen to anything that Dabo says, Dabo gives credit to God. He does. Hey, and his players bought in. Let me tell you how I know they bought in. Did y'all watch the presentation of the trophy right afterwards? Hey, Reese Davis had his microphone there. He was talking to all the guys, right? Hey, Joel. He was talking to all the guys, right? Did you see those two guys trying to pull the mic and say, hey, all you recruits, if y'all are out there and y'all are on the West Coast, why don't y'all come to a little town on the East Coast called Clemson? That little small school over there, because I can tell you what, we know how to play over there. We've got a coach that'll dance with you in the locker room and treat you like a man. He molds kids. He molds them. And that's where the difference is between Clemson and Alabama right now. Alabama does mold, Nick Saban does mold kids. I just think they do it 2 different ways. You can be an authoritarian. Hey, Nick Saban is that. There's no doubt about it. Nick Saban is like Bill Belichick of the NFL. He wants it done this way, this way, this way, this way. And that's the way it is. Hey, slice and dice your ears. He slices and dices it. just like they want. Hey, Alabama's stacked and already recruiting. Absolutely. Hey, more 5-stars than anybody. Yeah, watch out for Bama. They'll be back. You don't think so? They'll be back. Our quarterback in Ohio is going to the NFL. Yes, he is. But did you just hear what I said, Kenner? You're getting Justin Fields, the backup quarterback behind from Georgia. Highly recruited. Florida State wanted him. We thought we was going to land him, but he went to Georgia. Didn't get a chance to play because Fromm is so good at Georgia, so he looked to transfer, and he transferred to Ohio State, even after Urban Meyer left. That's what's getting me right there. So, hey, look, Ohio State's got good players. They'll be in the thick of things next year. The Big Ten is going to be better in certain spots. But right now, man, I'm telling you right now, the ACC and Clemson, hey, good luck with trying to beat those guys because they are tough to beat. Not me. These useless nuts are. What? Useless. Is that a Buckeye? Is that the reference to a Buckeye? Good grief, I tell you what. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to throw some comparisons out to you. I've done a little digging up yesterday. Oh, by the way, I got the basketball schedule. Yeah, that's good. So I've done a little digging up yesterday, and I wanted to tell you how these teams stacked up yesterday. It didn't look like it because a 4-touchdown victory, 44-16, doesn't look like it stacked up this way. So I got some points comparison. This is the CFP ranking. This is number 1 and number 2. Bama was 1, Clemson was 2 until that game. So, so anyway, points per game. Alabama averaged 47.7 points per game till last night. Hey, Clemson averaged 44.3 points a game. Points allowed. Alabama's defense allows 16.2 points per game. Points allowed for Clemson, 12.9 points. Yards per game. This is total yards per game. This is how close they were. Bama, 528 yards. Let's round it off. Clemson, 530 yards. Passing yards per game. Bama, Tua threw a little bit more, 325. Let's call it 326 yards. And Clemson, 275 yards. Hey, the guy who assistant coach and now head coach did an awesome job the first 3 games. Yeah, he did. He's going to do a good job. Hey, yards allowed per game. Alabama allowed 310.5. Here's the difference. And it's not going to sound like much, but it was the difference last night. Yards allowed for Clemson, 275. You're talking about a 30, 35-yard, 40-yard discrepancy right there. That's almost 5 first downs. So, hey, that makes a difference when you're trying to run the clock. Passing yards allowed. Alabama allowed 190.2. This is all up until last night. And passing yards allowed by Clemson, 182. Here's the other difference. And you seen it last night. After Alabama scored those points, you know Alabama didn't do much of anything. 121 yards rushing allowed by Alabama's defense. Clemson, 92.6. Less than 100 yards per game rushing. I'm telling you right now. Hey, here's some others. That's where the difference came in. Clemson shut Bama's run down. It was done. It was over. And once they scored, after they scored those points and Clemson kept scoring on them, it was all over but the crime. Tua Tagovailoa right here. 3,671 yards, 41 TDs, and 4 interceptions. This is till last night's game. Trevor Lawrence, 2,933 yards, 27 TDs, 4 interceptions. Close numbers. Rushing yards. Damian Harris from Alabama, 819 yards and 9 touchdowns. Travis Etienne, sophomore Travis Etienne, 1,572 yards and 22 TDs for Clemson. Jerry Jeudy, receiving yards for Bama, 1,176 yards, 13 TDs. Great receiver. He is going to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft when he's eligible to go. Hey, he caught a couple of nice passes last night. Congratulations to him. T. Higgins. I like the Ross kid better, but T. Higgins led Clemson with 855 yards and 11 touchdowns. But to me, the Ross kid making the one-handed catches and bouncing balls and all that. My God, good evening, my brother. What's going on there? Dwight, you doing all right? Glad you could join us. We're talking a little Alabama-Clemson right now. Hey, what a game that was last night, especially for Clemson. And then defensive leaders, Quinnen Williams for Alabama had 66 total tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 7 sacks. That was up until last night. Cleveland Farrell 49 total tackles, 18 tackles for losses, and 11.5 sacks. Clemson's defense, brother, came to play, and that's the way it is, brother. Hey, they took it, they dominated, and now we have a new national champion at Clemson. It's 2-2 now, and don't be surprised if we see round 5. I do want to ask y'all something, though. What did y'all think about that fake field goal? Man, bad. If you're going to try a fake, or if you're going to go for it on 4th down, put the guys in there that's got you there. Don't try that mess. I tell you what, Dabo Swinney was over on the sideline saying, "Hey, we know they're going to fake it." He knew it already. I told you he had the playbook. I can tell you right now, it's one of those things that it's done. It's over with. Clemson was the better team last night. Yeah, bad call, Rob. I agree. Man, especially with the way right there, man, they ran into the teeth of the defense. Think about it. Okay, so you're already lining up. It's 4th and 6, right? So think about this for a moment. You're lining up, and it's almost 7 yards back from the center, right, to the holder. All right. So by the time the snapper gets it and hits and gives it to that guy, he's already 7 yards in the hole. So he's got to get those 7 yards plus 6 yards. He's really got to get 13 yards to get that first down. I didn't see 13 yards anywhere on that particular play. That was a bad call. Oh, my gosh. Bring Tua in and go for it on 4th and 6. At least you can try to hit your receiver, give it to your running back. Yeah, not on 4th and 6. I agree. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Yeah, should have called a timeout, and I agree with that. Yeah, if you're going to do that play, you're right. They should have called a timeout, but they didn't. And that turnaround to bite them, that was another turning point. But I tell you what, Rob, that they was already up big time, and Bama was really out of the game at halftime. What'd you think about the halftime show? What in the heck was he wearing? Oh, jeez. That is terrible, terrible, terrible. What in the heck, man? I don't know. Good grief. Friday, jeez, man. I don't even want to talk about that. That was a bunch of garbage. But anyway, now we're on to basketball season and baseball season. Big Kev, what's up, buddy? We just got through talking Clemson, Alabama. Yes, David. I'm glad you said that. Alabama fans booed Tua in the second quarter and started shouting for Jalen Hurts. Talk about fair-weather fans. Yeah, David sent me that. That's exactly right. How many people heard that last night? Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful from the Alabama fans. I thought that was, look, man, hey, you stick with the guy that brought you to the party, went to sleep before halftime. Glad I did it. Yeah, you're right, Dwight. You're probably glad that you did do it because you didn't miss nothing else after that except Clemson's celebration there. But I will say, Dabo Swinney was gracious in winning, complimented Alabama. He thinks Alabama is still the pinnacle college football program out there. And I'll be honest with you, I sort of agree with that. I do think that Bama is still the pinnacle program out there as far as a dynasty goes. Now, Clemson, yes, they are on top of the game this year for sure and going into next. They win another title or two, and we'll be talking about Clemson being the dynasty. Me too, Dwayne. Yeah. I had to stay up and watch that, guys. I know I got to get up early too and stuff, but I had to watch that thing, man. It was just, it just got so interesting on how I've never seen Alabama, not at least in the last 5, 6, 7 years, get shut down like that. That is just phenomenal. And kudos to Dabo and Venables and all those coaches and those players that bought in. To shut a team down like that, like I said, which is still a dynasty team, was awesome. Congratulations to the Clemson Tigers. And, like I said, now we got to wait for college football next year. And now we're going to go to the NFL for just a second. How about the NFL right now? I'm going to tell you what. I know they ain't played a game yet or a playoff game. I like the Saints, man. I like the Saints to win it all. I do. I know Kansas City's good out there. They're going to play the Colts. The Colts could beat them. I know they're playing in Arrowhead, but the Colts can run the ball. And Kansas City's run defense, what's my favorite word? They suck. It sucks. Yeah, they couldn't stop me from running through the hole. At 56 years old, I'd score a touchdown from 30 yards out on Kansas City's defense. I'll tell you that right now. Rob, if you don't believe me, I'll show you. We'll just line it up, hand me the ball, and I'll go. I'll score a touchdown for you from 30, 35 yards out. But give me the Colts offensive line. Yeah. So that game ought to be interesting. I'm going to tell you another interesting game. That's the Chargers and the Patriots. Don't count the Patriots out of anything. As long as Brady and Belichick have breathing and they've got air to their lungs, I'm going to tell you, Saints, who's this is going for it. There you go. Hey, as long as Belichick and Brady's got breath in their lungs, I wouldn't count them out of nothing. They're playing in Foxborough. But let me tell you something. The Chargers are a good team. And Phillip Rivers is hot right now. I don't think that the Patriots' defense is like it was. Do they have enough to stop the Chargers? I know that game was closer last week. They gave up 2 late fourth quarter touchdowns. But that game was 23-3 for the longest time. I just think the Chargers are going to score just enough and outscore the Patriots. And I think they pull the upset in Foxborough. I think it's going to be the Chargers, and I think it's going to be the Chiefs. And then from there, I really don't know. I like the Chargers to do the whole AFC thing, and I like the Saints on the NFC side. So we'll see what happens. Anybody but the past, Dwight Allen says. Yep, I hear that. Well, hey, the team that can do it is up in Foxborough this weekend. Hey, Alabama, look, y'all was waiting for Alabama to be shut down, and guess what? Clemson did it. And I think that the Chargers can do it to the Patriots. But don't count Brady and Belichick out of anything. They always come up with something. But Gronk don't look like himself. There's some others there that look like they're hurt and stuff like that. But hey, this may be Brady's last ride. My neighbor, Bart, he loves Tom Brady and the Patriots. He told me he heard that Tom Brady ain't retiring anytime soon. Well, and that may be true. But if it is his last ride, I'm sure he wants to go out on top. So he's going to be trying to win this game and try to go to another Super Bowl. But don't count them guys out, buddy. They're tough, and they'll be tough at home against the Chargers. But I like the Saints to do the whole thing. Drew Brees, man, is on fire. Philadelphia's playing good. I just don't know if they got enough defense and to hold the Saints offense, man. You start running Kamara and all those boys, man, sheesh, Brees going to start trying to pick them apart. And I think it's going to be the Rams and the Saints at the end there for the NFC Championship. And I think it's going to be the Chargers and the Chiefs. I know Bart will disagree with me, and maybe so, but I just have a funny feeling that the Chargers are going to go in there and beat them. So that's the way I look at that. College basketball going on. Duke. How about Duke? Duke and, the Duke. Did you see that Zion Williamson kid? Did you see that 360 dunk that he did? My God. That is nasty, man. Holy crap, man. I'm glad I wasn't up underneath there. I did go watch the Florida Gator women play. I'm not a big Gator fan of anything, but we know one of the girls that used to play over here in Baker County, McClenny, for people that are on here, that are away from here, that don't know where McClenny is, Baker County. Her name is Delisha, and she's a good basketball player. She's a junior over there. She leads the team as far as rebounds, and she plays guard and assists. And they got a girl named Funda that can shoot a 3 like you wouldn't believe. They don't have a great team because when Amanda Pete Brown left from there, she went and took the Clemson job, and then this guy took over and he kicked a lot of the girls off the team. So there's only a couple of returning starters. They've only won 4 games, but I'll tell you what, for $5. Hey, for $5 to go to the O'Connell Center and watch the women play, man, you can't beat it on a Sunday afternoon, man. So we went over there and watched them play and had some supper with Delisha there, and she a nice girl and stuff. So it was a fun time. I think we're going to go this Sunday too. They play Missouri this Sunday, so we're going to go watch the Gator women play again. And no Barbie and no Rob, don't get no ideas. I haven't become a Gator fan yet. I know, hey, it is what it is. She used to play softball with Georgia. Yep, she did. She did, Kevin. That's a good call there. Yeah, she is a transfer, isn't she? So, but anyway, Yeah, but I'm not going with the Florida. I'm not doing all that stuff. So hey, it is what it is there. So anyway, that's the deal in sports. Sorry, Jordan, not Jordan. Sorry, Jordan, not Georgia. Jordan, yeah, not Georgia. Yeah. So she's playing on the same team, right? On the same travel team, I believe. Right, Kevin? Because she told me become one. Right, to become one. Puts me to sleep. What puts you to sleep, Dwight? I want to know what puts Dwight to sleep there. Yeah. So, hey, what is that, Rob? Is that Gators over there? Oh my goodness. Y'all ain't right, man. My gosh, y'all are trying to turn me into something that I'm not. Hey, I'm going to keep telling my secrets, and y'all going to say David's really truly a Gator fan, and he's just trying to hide his deal over there. No, hey. But like I said, hey man, it's right there, and like I said, for $5, man, that's great entertainment, and we had a good time over there. Get to watch the cheerleaders and the dance team and basketball team do all that. Need to get with a winning team. Who's that? Who's that, Kenna? Is that them Gators too? Basketball, yeah. Dwight said basketball puts me to sleep. What about in the tournament? What about when the tournament starts? March Madness, Dwight. And, you get excited then too, or no? You just turn it off and watch something else. Oh, Dwight is so funny. Oh my goodness. Where's Yvonne at? She hadn't commented too much. Does she have to go or something? Where's Yvonne? Yvonne, are you on here? What are you doing? Good grief. I tell you. You get them on here and then they, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So, besides that and everybody else's team, they suck. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. All right. So let's get on to some other stuff. Last week we talked about the American Party. We talked about phobias. We talked about people being depressed. We talked about veterans. David is on here. We talked about how many veterans die every day. Some of the numbers are ridiculous about how we need to take care of our veterans and our elderly people. And hey, we actually even we played a song for Kevin Sandy that usually listens. Nope. He said nope. So the Gators, what can I, man? I ain't even gonna tell y'all I'll go over there anymore. I'm just gonna do it and just say the heck with it and not put it out there. Kevin, they're gonna think I'm a Gator fan from here out, man. I'm still wearing Seminole colors. But we still suck. Not in basketball, though. We're pretty good in basketball, even though we got our tail handed to us last week. We're not bad in basketball. Not going to be bad in baseball, but Florida's good in baseball and softball. So, me either, Dwight. It's about as interesting as tennis. Well, now wait a minute, Kenna. Now wait a minute. Tennis... Kevin, do you know what those signs are? I'm not sure what that is. What is that? Looks like a snail. Yeah, I don't... Gator. Oh, we gotta love each other, man. Isn't it great, man, just to be down in this state, in this area, where you're either a Gator fan, pretty much, you're either Seminole, or you're a Bulldog fan, pretty much. I mean, I know UCF has gotten up on the deal here. You can be a Knight if you want or whatever. But in this area here, you're either one of the three. Davis, you can't keep your... David, you can't keep your secret about sports. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true, because when I get to talking, I just start blabbing it up, and then I put it out everywhere. Leave the dark side. Dwight Allen. Hey, Dwight Allen, good morning to you too tomorrow, man. Leave the dark side. Where's Kevin when you need it? Kevin, what are you doing, man? You ain't even helping me out here. Oh, my gosh. Leave the dark side. Well, that's great, boy. Dwight, I tell you, y'all are something else. But anyway, we were talking last week about all this stuff here. And, we talked about how the American Party was going to try to help all these veterans and all these elderly people out. And we had left the show when I played something for Sandy's son, Kevin, talking about the Pina Colada song and how he drew the picture of Rupert Holmes and all that. And I was glad to be able to pay that forward. Sandy's hit me up on a couple of messages thanking me that we did that. And look, it's not a problem for me. Hey, like I said, I'm just the vessel that drives this. If we can make a kid or anybody feel good at any point in these broadcasts, hey, we've done our job, whether it's you, whether it's me, whether whoever it is. So we're just glad that we can be on and that we can bring some entertainment to you for an hour a week or an hour plus a week. And like I said, I love doing this. My best friend is a Noel fan. Hey, Dwight, I'm starting to be your best friend too, so you may have two of them. But anyway, so yeah, I imagine how that goes down there when the Gators and the Noles playing anything. So, but yeah, so we were, we did a little bit of that, and Slice and Dice. Are you still on here, Slice? Where's Slice and Dice? I hope Slice and Dice is on here. I got to talk about something with Slice and Dice. He had brought something up to me that he wanted me to research, and I looked into it a little bit, and it was something that he says he's been dealing with. T. Wayne Brown, how you doing? I hope you're doing all right. Everything's well here. Again, my name is Mr. Friday Night David Rodgers, voice of the Tornadoes. First and foremost, I have my own DJ service, Boogie Nights DJ service. If you need a wedding or anything like that, you can give me a buzz or you can call me. You can hit me up on Messenger or whatever. If anybody's looking for a wedding, a party or something like that, give me a call up. I'll be glad to quote you on that. And I also am your trivia host at the Downtown Grill on Thursday nights here in good old and beautiful Stark, Florida. So got a lot of things on my plate. Plus I do some announcing at the basketball games. Matter of fact, Bradford's playing tonight. I'm surprised the coach didn't call me up to go over there and address the team and introduce the team. But I told Shelly that we had this show going on, and I wanted to make sure that we did the show. So, hey, Tina, there it is. There you go. You got that right. So, anyway, wanted to go ahead and get into some discussion here that we had last week. And I know one of the main topics and issues was the wall. I know that some people, is trying to blame Trump for all this government shutdown because he won't give in on the wall and this and that. And look, man, it takes everybody to play hardball here. I don't remember one guy winning a World Series by himself. If you can name me one guy that beat all the other 9 players on the other team, man, I'll tell you what, I've been in lost or something, because there isn't none like that. So when we talk about those things, hey, it's just not the president's fault. It's everybody that's involved's fault. And as far as this wall thing goes, I think this is just me. I want your opinion on it. To me, I've been thinking about this for the last week. I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but I think this is one where the president here. So here it goes. Connection back available, so that's good. But what I was saying, guys, was I think this is one where the president may have to eat some crow. I hate to say it. To be able to get some other things done, I think the president may have to back off on this one a little bit. And if you heard him talk here in the last bit, this is one of those topics that's very touchy and very near and dear to his heart. But ladies and gentlemen, let me get some feedback. I think this is one here that I don't think he's going to win, to be honest with you. Build a damn darn thing and help our nation out, but not having to take care of the illegals. Rob, I fully agree, and that's President Trump's stand on this, but man, he's getting some backlash off of this, brother. He can't win for losing, man. He turns around and he says something, and here we go. Bam, he gets knocked in the mouth. I mean, how's he supposed to win this thing? I mean, look, the House has been taken over by the Democrats now. You see what they want to do to him. They're never going to do it. But I seen Miss Pelosi the other day trying to talk about wanting to impeach him. President can't do it all. He has to work with the House and the Senate. Yeah. And Kenny, you're right. Here's the problem. The House now is Democratic heavy. Miss Pelosi there, old Nancy Pelosi now is the majority leader in the House. We do control the Senate, the Republicans control the Senate. So even if they try to impeach him, it's never going to go through the Senate anyway. Freebies to illegals, they won't come here. Yeah, you're right there. So yes, on everything he does. Yeah, you're right, Rob. Yeah, absolutely. And Dwight, I agree with you there about the freebies and stuff. Yeah, well, that's what we got to stop doing that even to ourselves here. We got to. I was talking about unemployment rates last week overseas, and I used Germany, Dwight, for an example. And I've been over to Germany. I don't know how many people have. Just electrify the steel wall. Yeah, about one touch. Yeah, you got that right. But anyway, I was talking about Germany and why their unemployment rate is so low and why their country is so beautiful. Because they employ everybody. They make people sweep the streets. Hey, you pick up garbage. Whatever your talent is, that's what you're going to do over there. Man, you walk down the streets over there, you don't see no trash. You don't see no kind of pollution. You don't smell anything. Why? Because everybody works with the exception of the very elderly and the very sick. Everybody else, man, hey, grab that broom, brother. We buy plenty of brooms from Amazon. Hey, grab your broom, start sweeping up. Mary Ellen, so you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You never hardly ever seen any trash, any kind of anything, because they do employ everybody that they can. And that's why their unemployment rate is so low. Now, our unemployment rate is the lowest. Y'all can, newsflash. President Trump ain't done crap. Do y'all know that? But I tell you, the unemployment rate's the lowest it's been since 1969. How does that happen? Do you tell me? How does that happen? But man, he ain't doing jack. He ain't doing anything for the economy. We ain't doing anything. He wants to build a stupid wall. We keep the illegals out and everything. But unemployment rate's down. Everybody seems to be working all right. Everybody seems to be finding a job. Lowest since 1969. What is that, 50 years ago? 50 years ago. My gosh, you know how many presidents have been in the last 50 years? What, about 6 of them, right? 6, 7, I think. 7, 8 of them. Yeah, this is a great plan. Wish someone here could get this mentality. Yeah, if you're able to work, then you should be working and not mooching off the taxpayers. Perfectly all right, Dwight and Rob, because I seen you do the same thing. Absolutely. Why don't we do that here? Hey, because somebody would come up and say, well, I can't work because I got 13 kids. No problem, Janet J. or Janet. No problem, Janet. This is how we're going to employ you. While Jimmy Joe and his wife go work, you're going to babysit her kids. You're going to babysit those kids, and you're going to have a daycare, and that's how you're going to do your part in this, right? That's it. Yeah, okay, so, man, nobody can watch your 13 kids, or we'll find somebody to watch your 13 kids, but I'm going to tell you right now, we ain't giving jack to nobody. Nothing. Absolutely zero. I told you that last night. Hey, the American Party, I'm willing to work with anybody. Hey, I don't care. You know, everybody says the division of this country, and we talked about the division. We talked about the division of this country that eventually is going to cost us civil war. Dwight, Rob, Kenna, myself, Kevin, I don't know if we're going to see it in our lifetime, but there's going to be a civil war. Maybe sooner than you think, because the gap keeps getting wider. Sorry, trying to get the screen here. Wider and wider. And let me tell you something. It's not going to be about race, but it sort of will be. It's going to be about political differences. Political innuendos is what's going to cause all this. Because you know why? We're this far apart with nobody to bring this thing together. That's why those kids go to school, yeah. Hey, that's why the American Party, we put America first. I don't care if you're black, blue, white, green, orange, purple. I've already said this many times, and I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. I don't care if you're a willing participant and you want to help America get great again, and we're putting America first, well, then you're going to do your part in the American Party. I don't care what it is. I don't want to run the thing. Hey, Rob, Dwight, if you want to run the dadgum thing, hey, we'll vote you in. It don't matter to me. We'll put somebody on a ballot. I said this before. Let's take history. You know, history predicates itself to where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? Our founding forefathers, when they founded this country, and onto the slavery and the Civil War and the American Revolution, all that has come into fruition and to pass to the present now. So, and let me get biblically just a second. I don't know how many people here believe in God. Hey, I do. I'm a God-fearing man, and I can tell you this. I may not go to church all the time, but I do believe in God, and I do pick up the Bible. If you read the book of Revelations, man, is breaking it down for you. Boop, 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 boop. Each step. You read it, and see. You know what people tell me? I don't like to read Revelations. You know why? You know why they don't like to read Revelations? Because it scares them. It scares them because it's true. They should never have divided us different. I agree. That's why we want to make the American Party slice. And I'm going to talk about something later on with you here in a little bit. It's because they hate Trump as a person because he's not. Yep. That's why, Kenneth. That's why. Because he's very unorthodox. But let me tell you something. Dwight? Yeah, the honest politician. Is there... I didn't know there was such a thing, Dwight. Can you tell me? I didn't know there was such thing, but okay. Let me. Oh, hey, what is Barbie? Barbie's not on here, is she? I promise this ain't Mountain Dew, Barbie. Yeah, but it's in a Polar Pop cup. Mitchell Gunner, what's going on? They loved him when he was giving them money. You got that right. Yeah, for sure. But let me ask you something, Dwight. I'm going to ask you and Rob and Mitchell. Let's say, and I know y'all probably got your own business and stuff. I work for a big company, big steel company. What if I was to go in tomorrow, or you, or anybody, and I go in, sit at my desk, and I don't do a damn thing all day. My boss comes in there, and he asks me what I'm doing, and I'm telling him it's none of his damn business. Hey, I do what I want to do here. Guess what? What am I going to get? What am I going to get if I don't comply with my company and my job and what I'm supposed to do and what the company's morals and standards are? What am I going to get? Hey, what am I going to get, guys? I'm going to be fired. My ass is fired. I'm out of here. Hey, that's what Trump is doing. He's just, hey, if you're not doing your job, we're paying you dollars, you're fired. Mitchell Gunner, how'd you know I worked at Millennium? Because you know that. That's right. Oh, you would be gone. Yeah. Hey, you're fired. Yeah, that's Vince McMahon's favorite line. You're fired. That's right. I'm fired. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, why? Hey, they don't need my attitude, my paying me that big salary. No, David, you're out of here. You're fired. Don't worry about getting your stuff. We'll mail it to you. That's what President Trump's doing, man. He's just cleaning the house. Why? Do you want somebody in office that's not doing their job? Because if they're not doing their job, we're not getting anything accomplished with them guys. Put somebody in there that wants to work. Yeah, somebody that really wants to work. Yeah, because they're seeing release come about. That's right, Kenna. That's right. That's why people don't read it. Yeah, you work a union job, Dwight. What do you do, Dwight? I'm not sure exactly what you do. I see you. You were in the service, I believe, at one time, though, right? I don't know what you do now, but I see you every morning. I say good morning to you. But There it goes. But hey, the other side there. Hey, you'll see the other side of the house. Y'all seen the messy side of the house. So anyway, yeah, you got to perform and delete all this, but yeah, that's right, and that's exactly right, man. So as far as Trump and what he's doing, I have no issues with meet all this, but yeah, I don't have a problem with what he's doing. Like I said, though, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, and as I want the American Party to grow, we need to get Slice and Dice, Dwight, and all these guys, elected officials, and all that. I just want to bring the press to them, bring those newsworthiness to them, to the people. So that's what I want to do. I don't care. David, you want to be, we got Department of Defense open, David. Kevin wants to be, hey, Sandy, Kevin wants to do something. He said something to do with finances. He wants to handle the finances. Well, I can tell you one thing. You handle the finances, we're running in the black. We're not running in the red now. Hey, deficit, forget it. We ain't got no deficit. $16 trillion deficit. $16 trillion deficit before Trump came in. We a bunch of guys that do nothing all day and make the same. Not a veteran. I'm a railroader. Okay. You were never in the service, Dwight? I thought you were. Okay. I don't want somebody that's a pushover. I want somebody to stand up and fight. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if David Rodgers is your congressman and you write to me and you go, hey, David, I'm having so-and-so issue, blah, 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 and my people don't answer back or I don't answer back or I don't do a darn thing, guess what? You're going to want me out of there. I'm fired. Yeah, PR is my job. Public relations, that's what you want? You want to do public relations? Okay, I'm a railroader. Hey, Dwight, hey, I appreciate railroaders. You know why? Hey, my steel comes in off of rail cars. Hey, if our steel ain't getting there, we ain't building no joists. We ain't setting no buildings. Man, hey, we ain't doing anything. And I know Rob puts up fence. I do know that. So, yeah. So, okay. I thought you were, Rob. I mean, Dwight. My bad, dude. I mean, hey, I categorize you as a military man. But, you act like one, though. Because of the way your beliefs and the way that you say things and the way that you do things. I can tell that you love the United States of America, just like Rob does, just like Mitch does, just like David does, just like Kenna does, just like Sandy does, just like all of us do. We love America. We're going to put America first. I can tell you that right now with the American Party. We still got to make those shirts. I've got to get the diagram there, Rob, again, of your shirt. We got to figure something out. Even guys at work are asking me if we're going to do the American Party shirt. So we move the country. You got that right. You move it. There's no doubt in my military mind about that. If it wasn't for rail, zero. Yeah. So, hey, I haven't seen a drone yet that's going to fly my steel into my building. But, hey, that rail car will pull right there. Boop, we unload that thing with the crane. Hey, we're good to go, man. We're building joists. Bat, 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 bat. I love our military. Yes, we do, man. The military. David Adams is on here. David Adams, hey, military veteran. Let me tell you what. David Adams been shot twice. Shouldn't have never been there. David ain't, hey, with me and David, when we were growing up, man, we never shot no guns and all that. We played football and baseball and all that stuff, chase girls. Oh, David, I told too many secrets. Yeah, well, hey, I still, my daughter makes them, yeah. Hey, I love people and I'm damn sure ain't scared to say what needs to be said. You got that right. Hey, I'm glad, kid. Yeah, we got to say what's on our mind. Hey, sometimes you got to put the big boy pants on and the big girl pants on and say what we need to say. But anyway, talking about David for just a second, he's a veteran. He's in the U.S. Navy. He was an operations specialist. Should be on a boat, man, looking at different stuff and all that. Man, they put this man in there with the daggum Marine unit and says, hey, here's your weapon, start firing. Yikes. Man, the man gets shot a couple of times. Hey, Purple Hearts, couple of them. Now he's disabled, didn't get a chance to retire from the military because that happened to him. Mine was choice on that. I did 12 active and 8 reserve, and I loved every minute of it. And I tell you right now, I wouldn't trade that for the world, brother. Hey, My military time was a fun time. I got to visit places that you would just dream to visit. And you know what? I got to do it, as much as I said, on y'all's dime. And my dime. I did. Y'all paid for my salary. The taxes pays for my salary. For the military salary. Yes, of course. So I got to do all those things. You get steel from here in Ohio. Lots of steel. Yes, we do. We do get some steel there. My main plant, though, is in Butler, Indiana, just a little ways from you. But we do get some steel from Ohio when we're looking for bargain steel, and you know, and our mills are trying to screw us over, if you want to say. We have gotten some steel from there. But yeah, most of ours come from Butler, Indiana, though. Thank you both, David and David Adams, for your service. Thank you, Kenna. We really appreciate it. Hey, man, we do it for you guys. Hey. We love you, and we love people. We love our country. Hey, ask David. David, are you still on here? Would you go and do it again? I know you would. I know the answer already is yes. I would go do it again. If they called me right now and said, David, I need you to go to Afghanistan today, tonight, and help us out over there, I would. I would. There's no doubt about it. Y'all know me by now. I'm going. Hey, Rob, you may have to be the voice of the tornadoes for a little while until I get back. Hopefully I get back. But you may have to be the voice of the tornadoes right along with Kevin. But what you did for us was worth that salary. Absolutely it was. Hey, no doubt about it. For sure. I was flight crew. I was flight engineer on P3s. I loved it. Right out of NAS Jacksonville. It was one of my first duty stations, VP 49. I think y'all seen a post about VP 26, the Tridents. I thought they decommissioned. They're down here in Jacksonville now. So absolutely. Flew everywhere, man. I tell you. Perth, Australia. Auckland, New Zealand. Tel Aviv, Israel. You name it, we went. Helsinki, Finland. Estonia. Tallinn, Estonia. All kinds of places. Did all kinds of things. Places I would never, ever. Hell, I'll go with you, brother. David, look at that. You see that? Rob says, I'll go with you. Rob said, right now, we'll go. If y'all need me, we'll go. Rob and I are going with you. Kenna says she's going. Dwight, what's up, Dwight? Dwight, are you going? I bet Dwight Allen will go. I know Dwight Allen. He's a railroader. I guarantee you, Dwight Allen, are you still on here? I bet you'll go. I already know where your heart is. I guarantee you'll go. Sure we'll go. Yeah, because why? We love our country. We love our people. We love our country. This is the United States of America, by golly, bar none. I'm going to tell you right now, I know we have our own problems. We do. We do have our own problems. By golly, though, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best damn country in the world today, bar none. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Hey, this country is the best country. I couldn't wait. Ask David. I couldn't wait to get back here. I'm scared to fly. Well, we'll get you there some other way. Hey, but let me tell you something. Mary Ellen says we're all going. Hey, I used to kiss the ground when I used to come back. I'm like, oh my gosh. Bart says he's going. Hey, we're all going. Because why? We love our country. But I'm going to tell you right now, the United States of America, hey, the best military in the world is right here in the United States of America. Nobody can touch us, baby. Nobody. I'm going to tell you right now, somebody want to argue that point? Nobody can touch the United States military. Our Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, everybody, Air Force, everybody that's involved, National Guard, they cannot touch us. We got the best damn military in the country. We got the world's best country, the best country to live in. I know we have our own issues, but by golly, I'm going to tell you right now, there ain't another country out in the world today that's as great and as good as the United States of America. I'm going to preach it till I quit. Slice and dice, I'll be your Huckleberry. Well, you just come on, Huckleberry. Huckleberry Hound or Huckleberry Finn? You pick it. Amen, brother. I love you too, Kenna. I'm telling you right now, the United States of America is the best country in the world today. If you don't think so and you don't like it, get the hell out. That's it. Get the hell out. You know, as a matter of fact, I guarantee you, President Trump will get your ass an airplane. Hey, I was watching a show the other day. There's some places in Siberia, they won't even find your ass. We'll put you to work out there. Go out there to Siberia. We'll put you over there, and you can go over there and see if you can live over there. Or we'll drop your ass over in Afghanistan with a rifle and just a little bit of food and see if you can make it over there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So, tell you right now, this is United States of America. We have to take it back, ladies and gentlemen. We got to start with the American Party. Hey, if you're a Democrat and don't like the Democratic Party, you can come join the American Party. I don't care. Y'all don't care. If you're a Republican and don't like that way that's going, come join the American Party. We want you on our side. We're going to put America first. We're going to make everybody worth something. You know what? You know what's happening right now? See, we don't have anybody. Rob, I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, yeah. So, hey, Dwight, we don't have anybody here to police anything that we do, with the exception of the President of the United States, and he can't do it all. So we don't have anybody policing what anybody's doing. But I'm going to tell you this. In the American Party, we'll know what everybody's doing because we're going to police it ourselves. That's right. We're going to police what we do ourselves. That's right. So we're going to know if Slice and Dice is one of our congressmen, and he's the congressman of Florida, and he's not doing his job, we're going to know because we're going to get a report on what Slice and Dice is doing. Slice and Dice, I'm going to be honest with you, brother, I love you. And hey, you know I'll support anything that you do. But if you're not doing your job in the American Party, you're fired. Yep, you're done. Yep, see you later. You can still be part of the American Party, but we're going to put you doing something else. Maybe running a street sweeper or something. I don't know. But hey, but you got to do your job. You can't handle the truth. Don't join him. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you can't handle the truth, don't join the American Party. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up because I'm really feel for on this thing. I'm really serious about this thing. I know I'm laughing. I'm laughing because of what y'all are saying. But that's right. If you can't handle the truth, you can't handle what we're doing, you can't be in the American Party. Yeah. Because why? Because we're going to hold each other accountable. You're going to hold me accountable. David, if you're not doing your job, guess what? Y'all fire my ass. Yeah, exactly. Fire me. Yeah, you fire me too. I'll tell you to fire me. Hey, Dwight, I'm not doing my job, brother. Hey, as your press secretary and getting you the information, hey, I'm not doing. You're fired. Okay, we'll put somebody in there that will. That's right. So, but that's what I want to do. I just want to bring what I'm doing, just sort of bring everything together, you know, give a report once a week to all you guys. That's what I want to do. I love Slice and Dice. Fire my ass. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah, and you know what? In the American Party, you know, we take care of our military people. Got to have those guys. Exactly. Yep. Dwight, I tell you, if we get this American Party going and we get these things created, let me tell you something. Whoa, I like that. Really? Well, Slice and Dice, I got a little something for you. Newsflash. Newsflash, Slice and Dice, Dwight, Rob, everybody. Kenna, everybody. Newsflash. Well, there's millennials in our party. Ain't they entitled to everything? Aren't they entitled to stuff? Come on now. Hey, if you're a millennial, and I ain't saying all millennials are bad, but hey, they think they're entitled to things. Get me out of there if I can better this country. Yeah, me too. Good grief. Yeah, me too. Hey, if I can't better the country, you got that right. You can get my ass out of here too. Hey, send me to Siberia. Shit, I'll help you fly the plane. Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? You know, you see, and again, man, look, there's some actors and actresses I do like. There's a lot of them I don't. And that's just because of the way that we are right now. But look, I've heard some of these actors and actresses and singers and all that say, hey, I don't want to be here. Well, guess what? 2.5 years later, your ass is still here. Yeah, your ass is still here. What? Come on, it can't be that bad. You should know if you're not doing your job and quit before. Yeah, well, David, I agree with you, but some people don't know that. Entitled to what you work for. Man, that's Dwight Allen right all over it, the railroad man. Yep. Hey, Dwight, I don't know how we get you over there to help us. Maybe we have to send you over there by ship or something. You don't like to fly? Hey, you know what we could do? Hey, I tell you what we could do. Hey, you remember watching that show, The A-Team? You remember The A-Team? Remember how they used to do B.A. Baracus? Hey, man, they used to give him a shot, knock him out, and then they put him in the plane. Don't you put me on that plane. And, man, they put his ass on the plane. Next thing you know, he's in Hawaii somewhere. That's what we're going to do with you, Dwight. Dwight, we're going to just knock your ass out, put you in the airplane. You ain't even going to know it. And next thing you know, you're going to be over there in Afghanistan with us. Oh, Jim and Eddie. Oh, slice and dice. Remember I spelled Jim and Eddie? They're entitled to be fired if the job's not getting. Oh, I love it. Oh, my gosh, I love it. We're entitled to be fired. Oh, God. Slice and dice. What is it that you want to do in America? What did we say? A congressman for you? A senator or something? What was it that was? Oh, my gosh. I hope y'all are having a good time with this thing, man. But, you know, we talk seriously. Knock me out. Lots of letting. He said, hey, Rob, he said, knock him out. David, we're going to have to get some, knock him out. Hey, you remember watching the A-Team, Dwight? You remember that show, the A-Team? B.A. Baracus, Hannibal, and all those guys. Yeah, boy. Face. I used to love Face, man. Face, man, pulled all the women. See, that was me. I'm Face. Face, man, he pulled all the women. B.A. Baracus didn't care about women. He just cared about beating people up. So, but yeah, they used to knock his tail out. Too many are too scared. We have to be tolerant. I'm sorry, I'm not tolerant. There you go, slice and dice. Jim and Eddie, just as you said, you're a good speller. Kenna, you know, I agree. Can't do that to my brother. Yeah, well, how we gonna get him over there, Rom? He ain't getting on no plane. Man, yep. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he said, yep. Hey, he used to watch the A-Team. Hey, Rob, let me ask something. How you going to get him over there then? We got to have him quickly. He wants to be over there with us. Valium or Xanax? Oh, jeez. Yeah, either one. Rob, boat. He said, boat. Yeah, but hey, Dwight may never make it over there, Rob. I sent him over in a boat. I mean, hey, we're going to be over already shooting people up, taking care of business. Hey, we may have to catch the boat ride home with Rob. Thanks, Rob. For you ladies and gentlemen that don't know, the white man comes on every morning. Y'all need to request him as a friend. Great guy, gets up every morning, loves waking up, loves being what he does. And he comes and he says, good morning to everybody. Man, that's what a person's supposed to do. That's what a good American citizen with a personality like Dwight's is supposed to do. Says good morning. We come back and say good morning. You know what? There ain't a day that's went by that he hadn't come back and said good morning to all of us. You know what I'm saying? Give me a shot. We'll get him there. Okay. That's okay. He can clean up the mess. Yeah. But anyway, Dwight, I'm talking about you, man. I'm putting you on the spotlight a little bit. So, anyway, he says good morning. And, you know, a lot of people say good morning to him. And you know what? There's not one day that I went by that he has not come back and said good morning. It may be a couple hours later, but he'll come back. Because why? He cares about people. He cares about the American people. He cares about his friends that he's got on Facebook. He cares about the people that he's close to. That's what Dwight does that. Hey, he don't have to do that. Dwight could just go on about his merry business. But he takes the time out of his busy schedule. I'll leave early. Okay. Well, you'll have to leave early. He'll get on that plane to help when the shooting starts. Yeesh. No, I think the white man will be firing some weapons there, Ken, I believe. But anyway, so that's the kind of people that we have here on this show. We have great people that care about everybody that's on here, not just us, but everybody else. He cares about everybody else, just like I do. Why do you think I do this? Man, Me and Dwight haven't missed a day in the last 5 years. Wow. So I'm just joining in. So y'all been doing that the last 5 years, Dwight and Ron? Wow. Yep, see? I knew it. Hey, that's awesome, man. I tell you, you can't ask for two better guys right there. Rob and Dwight, man, hey, good as gold. I'll tell you that right now. So, wow, 5 years. I didn't even realize that. See, I haven't been on Facebook that long. But I didn't really know you guys at the time, until we really started getting into this thing here. But now that I do, I mean, every morning I try to at least say good morning to you guys. But there ain't a day that neither one of them come back and say good morning, man. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way an American person, American citizen should be. Acknowledge his fellow American. Acknowledge that he's still alive, that he's still getting up and going to work and being a productive citizen. I like that word. Hey, definition of productive citizen. Somebody that'll get out there and go to work and do their fair share for this country. That's what a productive citizen is. I'm sending you a request. I love people who respond to my good mornings. Well, there you go. See, Kenna even likes that. Absolutely. So, we get along like that, and that's how we keep in contact. That's how we know what we're doing, because we throw these little tidbits. We don't have to talk all the time. No, we can talk right here for the hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes that we do, and then that's good enough. Hey, because next week we'll talk again. But in the meantime, we're going to see somebody's post. Somebody may be sick. Somebody may not be feeling good. Somebody may be just down and out. Somebody may need a prayer request or a lift up. That's what the American part. That's what these guys here do. Man, they do that kind of thing. We do that because we love our fellow American. We love our fellow person. We need each and everybody to make this work. Remember I was telling you about that wheel that turns? We got to slowly turn it. The American Party is starting to move. Hey, when I've got people at my work that's tuning in, they probably don't want to come on in here and say anything because they know I'll call them out. But that's okay. That wheel starts turning and turning. We start making shirts. We start doing this, start doing that. And then all of a sudden, slice and dice, Rob, Dwight, running for Congress. Yeah. Running for governor. Hey, man, we won't even go that high yet. Running for governor, running for superintendent, running for something under the American Party. Again, remember I told you back in the day, how did the Whig Party, the Federalists, all these independents, all these parties start? Just like we're doing right now. They sat around and talked and said, hey man, I don't like what Joe Schmuck over here is saying. How about we do this? Hey, we may not be as big as those guys, but let's try to do what they're doing under a smaller scale. And all of a sudden, man, it got to rolling. All of a sudden, the Whig Party became somebody. The Federalist Party became somebody. If I miss work, Rob always checks on me. Rob is a great friend. I'm blessed to have him in my life. See, right there. That's right there. Yeah, absolutely, because you didn't check in. That's right. He thinks something's going on. That's right. Yep. I want to be the czar of all czars. Okay, Mitchell. Well, okay. Well, we'll figure out. Can we figure out a title for the czar of all stars? Oh my goodness. Oh, they don't want me in the House or Senate. I'd be censored. No. You know what? We need to say, we need to speak up for the American Party, because when you get into the Senate or to the Congress or whoever it is, there's only one or two of us. So you got to make your voice heard so we can get several of us in there. We're going to be your lobbyists and stuff. So we'll help you out on that. That's for sure. I want to be the czar of all czars. Mitchell Gunner. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out. But anyway, all right. Well, gosh, we've been going an hour and 15, 20 minutes. That's good, though. Carlton Jones. Problem is that both of the large parties have their voters vote one way, whether it's good for the guy. Yeah. Carlton, I agree. But, yeah, if you mess up, you're fired. That's right. But see, in the American Party, Carlton, if you choose to do so, and if we all choose to do so, we have to get started somewhere. I know the big parties and the larger scale parties have all the format and have all the tools and all that, but you got to start somewhere, right? So you start with a local election. A local election, let's say Dwight wants to run for county commissioner. We let him run under, hey, even if he doesn't win, at least we're out there. So we try the next time. That's the way it's got to build up, man. These parties didn't come up overnight. Hey, they had to, like I said, get that little wheel rolling until it starts getting a steamroller. Hey, and then all of a sudden, man, we're going somewhere. But yeah, we got to start somewhere. Just, but if we sit here, we're dormant. You know what dormant gets you? Nothing. Dormant gets you exactly what I'm doing right here. Nothing. I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything. We can't be dormant. We can't be lazy. We have to go out here and do the things that we need to do to put America first, and to do what Trump said in the same sentence, make America great again. And it starts with good people like us. We have to do something. If we don't do something, guess what? We're going to keep seeing the same old stuff, the same old way, the same old time, same Batman, same bad time, same bad channel. Man, and it gets dormant, it gets stale, it gets stagnant. And people start getting mad, and people start going crazy because we're not doing anything, or somebody's not doing anything. Well, when it comes to locals, it's even worse. It's more word of mouth from one neighbor to the next. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Carlton. But still, you got to try from somewhere, right? I mean, we could shoot to the moon, and hey, we could have somebody run for president. That ain't going to work right now. Got to build it up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because most local, yeah, you're right. The local government and local offices is harder to get into. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. But we have to give it a shot. If you don't give it a shot, we never know, right? So if we don't do anything, we're just sitting here talking next week or next year, and we're saying the same old thing, and everybody's going, David, well, what are we doing now? You said... Well, that's right. Well, and exactly. Let's go back even more, David. Like I said, the Whig Party, the Federalist Party, like you said, the Conservative Party, the Independent. How did all that start? It started just like this, just like what we're doing. In somebody's garage, somebody's house, somebody's little apartment, whatever, and they started talking, and they made something happen. You got to make something move. If you don't make some... Well, Dwight is an awesome person, too. When I was going through chemotherapy... That's good, Rob. You know what? Carlton, thank you very much. I appreciate that, but I agree with everything that you said too. Yeah, but we got to get started somewhere. If we don't, we're going to be stagnant. And if you want to see a change in America, we've got to do it ourselves. We have to start. I'm not saying it's ever going to go anywhere, but if we don't start, we're never going to know, right? That's the thing. You have to start somewhere. And if we don't start anywhere, like I said, y'all are going to be talking to me next 3 months. Go, David, we ain't done a jacking thing. You sit here and give us all this word, doing this and doing that. That's why I want to make those shirts. We need to start somewhere. Hey, we start selling shirts. You never know. Hey, man, we sell 100 of them. Now somebody, hey, JJ, what's up? I'll be at trivia on Thursday night, buddy. I got questions to do. But anyway, that's another subject. But anyway, so we got to start somewhere. We got to do something. We got to put some kind of plan. We got to write up some kind of deal. Whoever's good at that. You know who's good at doing that kind of thing? People that ask for grants and things like that. That's a good person to write up laws and bylaws and things like that. But to be honest with you, we really don't need them. We don't, because we know each other. We know what we do. We know what we're capable of. I know everybody here. Yes, I might not know you deep, but hey, we know each other enough to know that, hey, when David says something, he means it. When Rob says something, he means it. When Dwight says something, he means it. When David says something, he means it. And that's where we need to go. We need to trust each other. We need to be a bond. You know what I mean? And contact me later. My daughter can make the shirts. Is that right? Well, yeah, we just got to come up. See, once Barbie gets done with some of the stuff she's doing, I know Rob had a shirt that was beautiful that we need to look at again. And we've got a design for that, and that we need to put together and just come up with a saying. So absolutely, put foot to mouth and get up off our ass. Hey, absolutely. I'm fully in agreement with that. And that's what I'm saying. If I'm sitting here in 3 months, Rob, all you guys that are on here, Dwight, everybody, and we ain't done jack nothing, then you need to put a foot in my butt and say, David, what are we doing? You're the spokesman of this stuff. What are we doing? We need to get something rolling here. Hey, put a foot in my tail. That's what I need. Hey, I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face, man, but if we ain't doing anything, if we ain't getting up on, like Kenneth said, up off our tail to do something, hey, we ain't doing jack. What are we doing? Twiddling our thumbs? Jeez. Anybody can play tiddlywinks. Yeah, we got to get up off our tail and do something. Would you agree? Yeah, absolutely. We got to get up off our ass and do something. And it's got to start with us. I don't know what. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that's enough of that rant and rave for tonight, man. I tell you, we could go on, man. I could talk to you guys forever. I love each and every one of you. And, you know, it is what it is. We'll figure this thing out. We'll get this thing rolling. We'll get these shirts made. I want to put this shirt money into an account for next year in case we do. You remember we talked about, here goes my dogs again. Somebody's coming up. Hey, nothing like the dog barking, is it? You know you're in the United States of America if your dog's barking. So, yeah, somebody's pulling up here. I don't know who it is, but anyway. Hey, it's all good. So, Paloma, stop it. Get over here. There you go. Kristen, what's up, buddy? You doing all right? You're coming in on the tail end of the show. It's going to be a tall mountain, but I know we can do it together, brother. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Kristen Leon Guerrero there, ladies and gentlemen, is my daughter. Used to be Kristen Rodgers. She was the band, drum major for the band back in 2008. Graduated fourth in her class. Very smart young lady going back to school. And I tell you, very smart young lady. And she would be a great addition to the American Party. So anybody can talk big, but it takes those who truly want to change to get it done. That's exactly right. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And Kristen, I wish you would have seen some of this show because I tell you, you would have enjoyed it. I think you would have agreed with some points. You may have disagreed with some points, but I tell you, it's a great thing. So, been a great show. But I do too, Dwight and Rob. So before I close though, Slice and Dice, are you still on here? Are you still on here? I wanted to, before you go, Dwight, I wanted to address Slice and Dice's deal here. He asked me what if I would talk about agoraphobia. Agoraphobia. Does anybody know what that is? Agoraphobia. Anyway, I was hoping Slice and Dice is on here because he told me last week that he has this. He has this thing, and it's a phobia. And I'm gonna read what it is to you. So it triggers for this anxiety may include wide open spaces, social anxiety, or traveling even short distances. It is often but not always compounded by a fear of social embarrassment, as the agoraphobia fears the onset of a panic attack and appearing distraught in public. Slice and Dice, I would have never, ever known that about you. You must be taking some meds for that because I see that there is some treatments for that. And I did not know that. So Slice and Dice, one of our guys here that's always on and is going to be one of our sponsors for our next show when we have one. I did not know he had agoraphobia. And hey, man, I'm glad that you're doing a lot better, brother. Again, if I'd have just come up and seen you, I would have never known that you had this. So again, it's triggers for this are anxiety that may include wide open spaces, crowds, social anxiety, or traveling even short distances. It's often, but not always, compounded by fear of social embarrassment, as the agoraphobia fears the onset of a panic attack and appearing distraught in public. Yep, and son and I keep praying for you, and I have been diagnosed also. Kenneth's got it. I did not know that. See, I would not have known this about anybody that was on here unless you come and say. And I'm glad that's okay because some of that, no man's brother, fighting it straight up with God on my side. That's good for you, Slice and Dice. I tell you, that is so awesome. And I did not know that. You told me like 7 years. You've been fighting this 7 or 8 years. And I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know there was such a thing until you said something. And I started looking at it. I even looked at it at work today. And I was wondering how I was going to bring it up to you. I was hoping you was going to be on. And I wasn't sure how I was going to bring it up. But anyway, that's what that is. So every day in my accident made it so much worse. Okay. So accidents and things like that. Wow. So Kenna, what is, I I know, and slice and dice. What are some of the medicines that you take for that, or that can be prescribed for that? I was looking at I was looking for some, but I didn't really see what is prescribed for that. Again, y'all are helping me out here. I'm learning something here as well. So, slice and dice, Kenna, anything that I know y'all are dealing with it straight up. Yeah, I lost everything I had at one time because of OT. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, look, man, we're praying for you, brother. God bless you. And agoraphobia, so that's why we need this forum, because we struggle in silence. Okay, I didn't know that. Absolutely. Okay. Well, this is a great way for you to come out and say what you do then. Xanax and Zoloft. I was going to say that, Slice. I wasn't sure of it, though. Lexapro, Mitchell Gunner said, too. Mitchell, do you know somebody that's got this? Or I know that antidepressants, yeah. I know that Mitchell, you know Sandy and her son. We talked about this last week with her son having that deal that he's got. It's almost like an autism. So I'm wondering if this is almost like a cross-reference to that. Because it sounds like this is what he's got a little bit as well, except that he's more, he'll talk with you and he'll tell you straight up how it is. But, I guess you guys, it's harder for you to come out and talk in a public forum, like where there's a bunch of people around and stuff. Is that, okay. Yeah, okay. Mitchell, thank you for clearing that. Absolutely. Learned something here myself tonight, too, so I wasn't aware of that. So, okay. Well, look, now that I know, we we got some people. Son, and I have to make sure I have been placed on. It's all okay. It's all natural. I got you. Slice, man, I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you come onto this forum. I'm glad that we can do it. I love doing it. I love you guys. I want you to spread the word about this show. We're having anywhere from 13 to 15. I know people come in and out. You don't see those. I look at the number up top there. Sometimes that doesn't tell us the truth. That's Wonder Root, hemp, and CBD. Okay, so there's all kinds of little medicines and things for that. Okay, we'll talk about this some more. I did not know how in-depth this is, so it's something that we need to keep to the forefront, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, and especially for you guys that have it and that are on our forum. We care about you, so we're definitely going to keep this on the forefront as we do other topics. So I'm just glad that y'all are doing okay and doing better. I also want to put out, too, for myself, I'll put out a post later on tonight. 1 year ago today, man, I thought I was on my deathbed. I had pneumonia really bad, and I think some of y'all knew this. And I didn't think I was going to make it. I quit smoking. Haven't smoked in 1 year. Tomorrow, 1 year, no smoke. Yep, these people struggle with it, brother. It's crazy about all the fan sport pages on. Yeah, and I was reading some stuff on it here on Google. And, wow, it gets really in-depth. I didn't know how in-depth that really got. So, but, so no cigarette smoke for me in 1 year, so that's an awesome thing. David Slice and Dice Lawn Care is my borrowed son since 08. Okay, I got you. Okay, since 08. Okay. Slice and Dice Lawn Care. Like it. Okay. I didn't know. So I'm starting to know some things. I'm starting to get some things. It's all good. So, okay. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll put something out on Facebook as well. I know some people were asking me about it. Yeah. And I'm going to let you go after this. Thank you, David. When you quit something, and you've been poisoning your body this whole time, and smoke does do that, you tend to think that everything's going to be kosher. But what happens is you take that smoke and that poison out of your body, and other parts of you start feeling rough, start feeling sick, whatever the case may be. You may have, it's because you've been hiding, you've been killing those good parts, and your body's saying, hey man, now I need to recoup. You know what I mean? I know my lungs are scarred from that pneumonia. I guarantee you they are. I'm never going to get that back. the smoke, I hope that, my lungs clear. Thank you, brother. I knew you had, and I appreciate you being quit for 7 years as well. And and sometimes, when you quit, it's not always rosy. It's going to take a little while for your body to heal and for your body to come back. So, but anyway, I'm glad for all you guys that's got this agoraphobia that y'all are taking care of it. Like I said, smoking for a year now. Tomorrow, the 9th here in just a couple hours. And I just want to say that I love each and every one of you. God bless you. I know some people's already left. And next week, we'll continue our conversation. We'll try to get the America Party rolling and focus some more. We will also try to see what we can do as far as some other things that we need to talk about. I know that there's somebody wanting me to talk about another phobia that's out there. Be careful replacing it with another bad habit. Soda can. Yeah, Rob. Oh, Slice. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. My daughter's on here, I think she's still on here. Man, I love Mountain Dews. Gosh. Whew. Man, I tell you, I love, Mountain Dews, man. I'm probably gonna be buried with one. But I love Mountain Dews. And okay. See you Thursday night at Trivia, Mary Ellen. Yep, and I know you'll be here next week as well. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Man, I drink Mountain Dews too. I'm trying to go to Sprites and things like that, but hey, for each his own to another, and you know how that goes. So, look, I'm gonna let y'all guys go. I know it's been a great night. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'm gonna leave you with no more Mr. Nice Guy again, here we are. Like I said, closing out the show. Does anybody got anything else for me before we close? All right, guys. I love you, man. Y'all be good. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. On behalf of myself, this Friday Night, David Rodgers, your host for On the Spot. Keep your feet grounded. Keep reaching for the stars. Love you. See you later. Peace, soul, and love to you. God bless. Mine was Coke. Yeah, my same thing. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Yep. See you, Carlton. Thank you for joining in. David? We'll talk later. Mitchell, we'll talk about that next week. Yeah, Kristen got on for a little bit. Gotcha. We're going to talk about that next week. We need to listen in. I may have that too. Love you. All right. Call me. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Clean. No, Mr. Nice Guy, he said, he's sick. See, You've seen that, slice and dice. Hey, you know I have to take care of Autumn Slice. You knew that was Autumn coming to get some cash. Carlton, y'all guys slice and dice? Hey, well, I'll call you. We'll talk about that. I want to throw a couple of trivia questions out next week, so I may need you on that. I know you got that new business opening up. But again, I'm glad that you guys joined in. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hey, this show is all about you. We have a good time. We talk about different things. Maybe next week, I know there's only a few of you left. Maybe I can get Gordon Smith on. Maybe I can get the sheriff on. We can talk with the sheriff. Maybe we can talk some of the carry things, concealed weapons, things like that, open carry, some things that y'all have asked about before, and maybe I can get him on. If I can, then that's what we'll do. So we'll do it. I got you, brother. I will. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, Slice, but I'll probably try to do it tomorrow if I can. So absolutely. So also, anybody that's here that lives local, Thursday nights, I do team trivia down at the Downtown Grill. I'm the trivia host down there. So, hey, bring a team out there. Come enjoy some drinks, some food with us over at the Downtown Grill. Gene, what's up, buddy? Get ready to shut her down. But, hey, you can catch the replay, that's for sure. But right down here at the Downtown Grill in beautiful Start, Florida is where I do trivia. So I'll be there Thursday night. Team trivia starts at 7:30. Again, on behalf of myself, Mr. Friday Night David Rodgers, voice of the Bradford Tornadoes. I love each and every one of you. God bless. Keep your feet grounded. Keep reaching for the stars. Love you, Kenna. Maybe I'll see you at some point. Hopefully, maybe if not before the year ends at some point. God bless you guys. I love you. Keep reaching for the stars. Peace, soul, and love to all of you. And peace out. God bless. And have a good one. Take care, guys.